Here we go, Rook. First game, boy. I remember my first game. I ain't gonna lie, man. I was a little man. Hey, Rook. Rook!
What's up, man?
You here, man? How geeked up are you?
Nah, I'm going over the give and go, man. I just want to make sure that when I'm in the back, I'm in the back.
All right. Okay. That's enough, man. You my
what,
Rook,
man?
right?
Yeah, I'm your Rook.
We established you my rookie, right?
I mean, you established it, but yeah, I know what you're trying to say.
So listen up, man, because, look, I'm going to be honest with you, all right?
What?
Number one, you're not even really going to play.
Man, get out of here.
Nah, man, for real. And on top of that, you are an unheralded rookie. You wasn't even drafted.
So what? I'm hungry, all right? I've been working on my shot. I plugged in all my plays on 2K.
What?
What? Yeah, I plugged in all... Look, the point is, I've been putting my shots up. And let me tell you something. It is wetter than the Pacific Ocean on a rainy day, Sam. All right?
Look, dog,
so
look. All right, look. I love the enthusiasm, all right?
Okay.
I'm sure the coaching staff will even love it. You might as well sit back, relax, study the plays, maybe pose your imaginary action figures or whatever you need to do. But I'm going to tell you, man, these dudes, us vets, we got this.
Look, I am ready, all right? And I'm going to prove it to you.
Yeah, man, maybe so.
For your NBA career, talk about some of the highlights of your days in high school.
Well, my days in high school were fun. I mean, I played at a small high school called Lower Merion High School, so not too many people heard of it. You know, when you come to Philadelphia, the schools that you hear of are Overbrook, where Wilt Chamberlain went to school, Bartram, right, where Earl the Pearl Monroe went to school, right? But you never heard of little old Lower Merion High School, right? So it was a huge honor to be able to bring a state championship to Lower Merion. It kind of put Lower Merion on the map, and that's the most exciting part about it.
Oh, a terrific story indeed. A huge honor, I'm sure. Hey, Kobe, after dedicating pretty much your entire life to the game of basketball, a game that I know you love, you said you don't miss it. Why is that?
Well, because I've been through that process. I mean, I started playing the game when I was like 2 years old, and playing professionally for 20 years, and I left no stone unturned. So there's no regrets there. I've done everything I could possibly do, and truthfully, the game is still with me. The discipline has changed. The industry might have changed. But the same approach, the same things that I've learned from the game, I carry with me to this day. So the game is still inside of me.
Another shot and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot two here. It's going to be on DJ.
You just have to be more disciplined. I mean, too many fouls and free throw attempts for the opponent.
The Clippers have been exceptional shooting free throws tonight, going 9 for 9.
And as a group, they shot 75% from the line last season.
And he sinks the second. Kobe, any chance you might coach or might be a consultant to an organization, for instance?
No,
not at all.
Listen, players reach out to me and they'll call me and I'll give them advice, and I like it better that way as opposed to being tied down with one particular franchise. And I like what I'm doing now. And any player from all over the world can reach out, and I'm there for them in terms of providing advice or counsel.
Well, the story got out last year in the playoffs that Isaiah Thomas and you had some conversations.
Yeah. Well, he reached out and had some questions about how to approach that particular series, and as he said, send me over the film. What are you looking at? And I'll tell you. I'll take a look at it and I'll tell you what I see, and then you can go from there.
And after 20 years in the NBA, Kobe, you were able to play with so many teammates. Can you make a short list of some of your favorites over the years?
Oh, yeah. Let's see. Pau Gasol for me. Derek Fisher.
And a quality person, too.
Oh, yeah. I mean, just the nicest guy you'll ever meet.
Yeah, right.
And Derek Fisher, Ronny Turiaf is one of my all-time favorites. Lamar Odom, Shaq, obviously, Robert Horry, Rick Fox. I mean, I've been very fortunate to play with some great teams. Horace Grant, AC Green. I mean, let's go. Ron Harper. I mean, I can go on and on all day long. Brian Shaw. I mean, I was very fortunate to have some really good teammates.
And the dunk by Wells.
DJ deserves an assist on that bucket for the solid screen that he put up. That shot's not nearly as easy if he's not there to shield off the defender.
So last season, Kobe, one of the closest MVP races we've had in a long time, came down to Westbrook and Harden. Who did you think was going to win before the results came out, and why?
Yeah, I didn't even stop to think about that because they're both like little brothers to me. So even though I could sit there and say,
LA
okay,
kids too.
I know them both extremely well, and they're both extremely deserving of it. So I refuse to split it.
Yeah,
they're both my guys.
And different kinds of games, and both sensational individual players.
Yeah, they're just phenomenal. I mean, they can do so many things in the game, and now I think the next progression for them is to be able to dominate the game off the ball just as much as they can dominate on the ball. right? Because in the playoffs, the defense has a hard time finding him.
Well, we're seeing the debut of DJ as he gets his first NBA minutes. How great is this? Didn't take your typical road to the NBA, but there is a lot to be excited about from this kid.
Yeah, an unconventional path, to say the least, for DJ to get to this moment, as you mentioned. But he's earned his spot on this team, and I know fans are excited to see what he can bring to the table.
And to have the ball in your hands at all times, always bringing it up. It's exhausting, though, right? That's what they say.
But
now,
for you, the defense sees you, right?
Yeah.
So if you're handling the ball, the defense has eyes on you at all times. You're here. You're right in front of the defense. When you don't have the ball, you're moving behind them. Curry moves behind. He'll bring it up, pass it, and now he's running off the screens behind the defense, right? And it's hard to find him.
Here's Ball. He's been patient so far, nothing yet on the scoreboard. Talk, Kobe, about some of the great one-on-one scores. You might be the best ever, actually. But when you take a look at the crop now, who are some good guys in that one-on-one category that you like?
Kyrie's sensational. Yeah,
great handle. How about his handle? Like one of the best ever, man.
Yeah, but he can post too, though. I mean, that's the thing is he can post up. He can turn left shoulder. He can turn right shoulder. He can shoot a left-hand jump hook coming across the middle. He can pull up going left. He can pull up going right. He can attack off the handle. He can attack off a triple threat. He's built the game without any weaknesses. I think most players, should be thankful that he's not 6'6".
You're right, because he'd be Kobe Bryant then, right? He'd be Kobe Bryant. But I always thought that, when his dad played big-time college basketball, played in Australia, your dad played. I mean, there is something inherent, regardless of how much, that comes from the son of a pro player.
Growing up overseas as well.
Well, exactly, in Australia.
Growing up overseas as well. And you look at his game being so fundamentally sound and having basic structure. There's a lot to be said for that.
Absolutely. Taking a look at Los Angeles. Griffin and Jordan, the front court. Rivers out there with Patrick Beverley. And it's Williams at the 3. Kobe LeBron said he learned so much about how to approach the game when you shared the floor on Team USA. What was it like playing with a guy like him, because you also played with Jordan, and then going up against him all those years?
Well, I think it was a shocking experience for them, because I don't think they realized how much I talk trash. So,
no,
yeah,
what?
I don't think they knew, because, when you from a distance, you say, Kobe, we thought you were really quiet and all sorts of stuff, and you get to practice, and I just don't shut up. And I'm just saying really brutal things about their game. And it's just, they're getting really ticked off. But
then, because you were right.
Yeah,
right,
but then the intensity of practice goes up another level. And then we'd all go out to dinner. And then the next morning, we come into the meeting, and I've already been working out for 2 hours. And so then they see that. And then, D. Wade would come up and say, hey, man, I want to join you in your workouts. What time are we going? 5 a.m. I could be down there working out. And Brian said, I want to come too. And Brian would show up. And then Melo would show up. And all slowly but surely, we have our whole USA team in the gym at 5 o'clock in the morning.
What a
training.
constructive time out there for those
beautiful.
other players.
But it was fun for all of us, because we got a chance to hang around each other and think about the competition, right? So now when we come back to the NBA, fans are getting a better product, right? Because we've all been working out and pushing each other and getting better off of each other. So now when we step on the court to compete against each other, that means we have to take our games to another level.
That's a great story.
Yeah.
That's a great story.
Well, Griffin every night is a double-double threat.
Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Well, we know the Clippers are one of the best teams in the league, but are they good enough to win it all? Coach Doc Rivers talked about overcoming the super teams they face. He said the big 3 in Boston, put them together, bam, we won. We had Miami, Golden State, but there are teams that still poke through. Dallas did it, and that's what we're trying to do. Kevin?
And with Doc in control, the Clippers, DA, they'll always be in contention for a title. Thanks so much for that terrific report. And stolen by DJ. Caldwell Pope kicks the ball. He dishes it to Ingram. Well, under the leadership of Commissioner Adam Silver, the league, Kobe has been proactive, looking to improve the game. What are some changes you'd like to see coming up in the future?
Well, more physical play. That's one of the things I think, it just drives me crazy.
You never shied away from physical.
Well, no, I mean, this is the NBA, right? So I always look at the NBA as another level of play, another level of physicality. It's not the same calls that are being called in high school or being called in college. This is another level. And it certainly used to be that way. Now, there's a lot of little touchy fouls here and there that I'd rather see not be a part of the game.
That has changed, hasn't it?
Oh, my goodness. In Europe, the game is actually more physical. Think about that for a second.
Wow.
Good focus from DJ. Clear contact on the shot, but he just stays with it, finishes, and now has a chance for the and one.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
One shot.
That free throw good from Turner.
He's such a dedicated player. DJ is willing to do whatever it takes to make himself and his teammates better. Plus, he gives you some great playlists.
Jordan with the screen on Turner. Griffin attacking inside. The kick out to Williams. Another miss by Williams.
Yeah, his shot just doesn't seem to be synced up right now.
Here's hoping he finds it soon because his team is really going to need that production tonight.
The kick out to Lopez. That ball. Nice speed that time from Turner. And now it's only a 5-point Clipper lead. And for the Clippers, they're shooting 41% from the field in the second quarter up to this point. Gallinari outside. Pass to Jordan. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. Here's Griffin. And again, no good by the Clippers. The Lakers shooting 43% from the field. Ball, the pass to Ingram. Ingram off a pick from Turner. From the line. And yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim. Ingram's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And you gotta respect the level of concentration Ingram maintains at all times. Doesn't matter if he's wide open or pressured. This guy is a lights-out performer.
Hey, Kobe, thanks so much for stopping by and having some fun with us tonight on the broadcast. Hope we can do it again real soon.
Absolutely, man. Thank you for having me.
Kobe Bryant. And, Brent, you know firsthand the level of basketball IQ Kobe had when he played. Always interesting to hear what he has to say about the game.
Well, absolutely, Kevin. Kobe's one of the ultimate competitors and understands every nuance of the game. So nice to have some Mamba moments here for us.
Nobody near Williams. And he's good on the three ball. And now an 8-point Los Angeles lead.
The defense cannot let guys get into that kind of comfort zone. You have to patrol the three-point line or you risk getting burned.
Count it. 8 points for Brook Lopez.
You know, he didn't score the ball much in the first quarter, but he has been really, really solid during the second quarter. I expect a big game from him now.
Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Williams dishes to Gallinari. Jordan sets the pick for Gallinari. Shot clock at 6. Here's Griffin. That one off the back iron and out. And so we wrap up the first half. The Clippers on top, up 6. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thank you very much. Lou, in the first half, your offense was clicking. What was the difference getting off to a hot start?
I think we play with a lot of energy, the ball swinging around. They're using a lot of help side defense. We're just taking advantage of it.
And really breaking them down. Thanks, Lou. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow. Right here on 2K Sports. Welcome back, everyone. The second half about to get underway, and it's been a close one so far. You look at Gallinari, what a contribution.
Yeah, great job from him in that first half.
A platoon swap here for the Lakers. And then for Los Angeles. Harrell, he's checked in for DeAndre Jordan. Reed comes in for Blake Griffin. And it's Austin Rivers in for Patrick Beverly. Dang out there with Nance. Then there's Wells. Then there's Jordan Clarkson. And it's DJ in at center, locking down the middle. That's the Laker 5. And it's Turner finishing it off.
That's a very alert play. DJ getting position inside, knowing he has a chance to get some easy points if he collects the offensive rebound.
And a powerful athlete. Brent, like LeBron James steamrolls his way to the rim. It's so difficult and so much stress on that defense. But who are some of the smaller slashers in the league that can have just as big an effect?
A couple of guys I think about, Kevin, is Otto Porter in Washington, Thad Young in Indiana, and Trevor Ariza in Houston. Although he likes to shoot threes, still a good slasher. Most of these guys, Kevin, play with guys who have the ball a ton. Wall and Beal in Washington, Teague and Paul George. So to be a creative scorer, if you're not shooting threes, you've got to find angles and opportunities as a slasher to put points on the board. Those guys do a pretty good job of it.
Gallinari wide open, and they come right back with their own three-pointer.
Well, he just nailed his second three of the half, guys. I'd be very aware of that if I were the defense right now.
Fades. Rebound by the Clippers. Gallinari's got his 5th rebound in this one.
Yeah, just a solid job on the backboard. They are really controlling the inside.
He's still looking for his shot. Somehow they're winning. They'd like to get him going.
Got a piece of it. Out of bounds, the Clippers take possession. And the Lakers with some changes. Lopez comes in.
Substitution on the court.
The Lakers shooting about 42% so far. Taking a look at Los Angeles. The heart of the team at the 4 and the 5. Griffin and Jordan. Patrick Beverley out there with Austin Rivers. And it's Williams at the small forward. The feed the ball. Outside Dang. Over Jordan. No good off the front iron.
And usually that mid-range jumper finds the bottom of the net. The defense has to be more aggressive moving forward.
And it's Patrick Beverley with the 3.
And defensively, you have got to extend to their shooters. They have been on fire this half.
Yeah, and then the fear sets in that you're going to create driving lanes that could lead to easy buckets. This is not an easy fix.
And Turner throws it down.
Well, you know DJ can elevate a crowd, this time elevating himself. Man, what a finish.
So, for the Clippers, Wesley Johnson's checked in for Williams. And it's DeAndre Liggins in for Rivers.
Shooting one.
Free throw no good for DJ. And the Lakers, Greg, for a long time could rely on the lure of Los Angeles to draw top free agents. History does a lot, it seems.
Yeah, Paul George listing them on his short list shows they still have that pull, but the Lakers will be big players in free agency, I believe, in the near future.
Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. Jordan the screen. And Liggins kicks to Jordan. If you ever did decide to go into coaching, Brent, would you also like to be the general manager to ensure you have the players you really want to coach?
Well, I'd also like a new car and a Learjet, Kevin. If I could get those two, I'll try my best. But
I hear you. I know.
I really think that relegating that role to somebody else that you can be on the same page with is the best way to go. It's a fresh set of eyes.
That's the key. I totally agree.
Fresh set of eyes, and they have the time to devote to what your team and your roster is going to need while you make sure you're developing the roster yourself. So I think having a general manager do his job and a coach do his job might be the way that I would prefer to do things, although we've seen other guys have success in both roles.
Griffin sets the screen for Beverley. Inside from 12 feet out. And Griffin with the score. The assist by Beverley. And that's 15 points for Blake Griffin.
And a nice spark for their offense here in the second half. Now above 50% for the game.
Off the screen, and Ball puts it in.
I mean, I love the determination with Ball. Always attacking, does a great job of putting the defense on its heels.
Picked by Griffin. Beverley, the pass to Griffin. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
2 shots, gentlemen.
We know that Blake Griffin gives you a lot offensively, but he's a very heady player, even when not putting up the shot. He can cut well, moves to open spaces on the floor, and he has a great eye for what's going on around him. A terrific passer as a power forward.
And you talk about Griffin and his passing. I remember last season watching him, Brent, throw a behind-the-back, between-the-legs assist to a baseline cutter. Wow.
Well, your memory is rock solid, Kevin. I remember that play as well, and he's certainly in the conversation as being one of the best passing big men in the league. Has always put up big assist numbers, and some of the things that he can do, especially on the break, handling the basketball, can be just as impressive as a Blake Griffin dunk. We always speak about what Griffin can do for you on offense with the basketball. Just gives you so much with his ability to face up or go to the basket. Very hard to contain in a one-on-one situation.
Willie Reed, he's checked in for DeAndre Jordan. And with Griffin's ability to put it on the floor, he's a threat from anywhere in the half-court set.
Well, if they hesitate even for a second to help out, it's just too late. One step from Blake Griffin, and he can get to the rim. So much work he's put in during the offseason to become a more well-rounded offensive player, and he's certainly doing those things on a consistent basis.
Turner with a screen for Ball. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
Now here's Beverly, guarded closely. And the foul called on DJ. That'll be foul number 5 on him, and due to the bonus, we'll be headed to the free throw line. And Brent, you were drafted by the Nuggets, but traded to the Clippers to start your career. What was it like being a rookie and living in Los Angeles as you adjusted to the league?
Well, I was super excited, Kevin, of course, to be drafted and have the opportunity to live out my dream of being an NBA player. But a lot of people were joking around with me that I don't think the Clippers are in the NBA. Just remembering how many struggles they had gone through and have gone through throughout the course of the franchise existence, coming up from San Diego, moving to Los Angeles, and never really finding a footing. But I learned a ton during my first year, having played under Coach Bill Fitch, a Hall of Fame member that has been around the league and won championships, and really embracing the opportunity to learn and grow and pour a foundation for what I was hoping would be a long and successful career in the NBA.
The Lakers making a switch here. Wells is checked in. And Beverly kicks to Griffin. And it's sent back by Turner.
That block right there, all about persistence. DJ staying with his man and playing terrific high-energy D.
And it's good for 2. Turner's got 4 points this quarter.
Great patience on the block, elevating with ease and then sinking the close-range shot over the top of the D.
Johnson the screen. And Beverly kicks to Griffin. And the layup falls. Griffin's got 20 points.
The skills of Blake Griffin shown on that attempt, simply too much for the defense.
Turner with a screen on Beverly to the inside. And DJ throws it down.
And he wasn't about to do anything that would get him in trouble there.
Nope, up and in with a one-hand finish, the most basic possible. Now here's Beverly. Tight defense on him. Down low. Kicks it out to Johnson. Offline with his 3.
Well, the defense better look up and say thanks. Leaving guys that wide open is not a recipe for success.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Clippers.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
They can chalk this one up, but these two teams will see plenty more of one another before the season's over.
A very solid win indeed, and when you check out the box score, there were some great numbers for Williams.
They looked aggressive on the offensive end, and that compounded into lots of great opportunities that he capitalized on.
Zubac kicks to Ennis. There's 31 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Got a piece of it. Turner. And Turner throws it down.
And finally, hitting their stride. This is the run they needed earlier.
Well, easier to do once the game is on ice, as your opponent sometimes has a tendency to relax.
Here's Beverly. An easy layup after coming off the pick.
And saving their best for last. Tremendous run here to seal the win.
And you could just see everything coming together like a perfect storm, and they just rolled on through.
And it's Turner finishing it off.
Yeah, what's more than on fire? Is there something? Because if there is, DJ's it.
So the Clippers winning this one easily. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.